When it comes to disc golf, nobody actually gives a f what's in your bag.
There's 3 keys to disc golf: driving, approaching, and putting. You need all 3 to do this disc sport.
So today I'm gonna tell you what's in my bag. We're gonna start out with my babies, the Firebird. Now I bag 3 of them right now. This yellow one is super beat up PFN Star Firebird. The green is kind of your staple, just overstable Firebird. And then the Superman is basically the yellow one's backup. Brand new PFN that is more or less just in the bag to start beating in so I can get a second one of these. Also, huge shout out to my boy James Marvin back home. He hooked it up with all of these. I love these old Firebirds because the mold is just one of the best molds ever made. They are hard to come by, but James hooked it up. Little heady, beautiful. This yellow one should flip up a little more. Yup. And then this one, also beauty. Up next, we got the approach discs. Right now, obviously, I'm bagging a glitch. You know what the glitch does. The A2, which in my opinion, is probably one of the best approach discs on the market. Super reliable, super overstable, not a ton of glide. But I like to say it does what the Zone can't do. The Zone, obviously the GOAT of all approach discs. But for me, it's more or less a dead straight flyer with just a little bit of stability at the end. Nice and torque resistant. This Z1 has been my go-to for a few months now. And I just recently added this putter plastic Zone to the bag. Right now, it just flies like the other blue one with a little more glide, but I'm hoping to beat the shit out of it and basically have a flippy Zone. Well guys, we got some big news for you. We're now working with Berg's Disc Sport on a very high quality bag. This is the Berg's V3. Now this thing holds a shit ton of stuff. Holds every disc you'd ever dream of. Big ass putter pocket on the side. Tons of storage on the side here. Got the hydro, couple towels, zipper pockets on the side. The thing I like most about it is I'm filming on the camera right now, but a lot of times I like to film 9 holes and then play a casual 9 holes, but then I gotta lug my camera around the whole time. With the bags with the side pockets built like this one, I can take the camera off the tripod, throw it in the side pocket, and then this bag actually has an entire little slot right here that you can slide your tripod into. So I'm super stoked to be working with Berg's bags now. Use code Frisbee Club to save yourself some money, support your boy. They also got 2 more bags in the works right now, hopefully coming out like this spring and summer, kind of more of your casual style bag. And then basically the same bag as this, but the scaled down version. So it's a beautiful stuff coming, super stoked. A little windy out, so we'll see what happens with the glitch. More of an A2 shot anyway. Nice peach. And then we're gonna do a nice turnover flick. Absolute beauty. So up next, we got the throwing putters. Right now, I'm just bagging 2 of them. We got old trusty PA3. You've probably seen me throwing a pink PA3, but that one I think just recently kind of lost its integrity. It started dumping a little bit. So the old white one got the call up. And then new to the bag is the Birdie Supply UV Glow Marvel. Now the thing I love about this disc, super torque resistant, but goes dead straight with just a little bit of fade. It's not a total meat hook, but I can absolutely smack on it and just get it to hold that straight line. All right, UV Glow Birdie. Oh no. And then we'll go PA3. That one worked. I was talking to a guy on the tee pad. He said he's seen a couple videos because he was checking out Seven Oaks. He said, show me the line. So what did I do? I threw my Marvel straight into the first available. Honestly, a classic move if you ask me. So up next, we got the fairway drivers. Right now, I'm bagging Old Reliable Champion Glow T-Bird. This thing is super beat up, kind of like a work any line you put it on type of T-Bird. Absolute beauty. Next, we kind of got the go-to straight fairway. That's going to be the Thought Space Votum. New disc to the bag this year, but has quickly became one of my favorite discs. I know I've said it before, it's kind of like what you want out of a good eagle, but it's easier to find. So we got 2 of them here. This blue one's a 169, kind of flippy, max weight, a little more stable. And then last but not least, we got the Star Roadrunner. Kind of does exactly what a Roadrunner is supposed to do. Get down. Up next, we got the mid-ranges. I'm currently bagging 2 Buzz SS's. We got Old Reliable, Team Stamp. Shout out Terry Roethlisberger once again for hooking this up. This one's basically like super beat up, kind of holds any line you put it on. Just a beauty, very workable mid. This is a new Buzz SS to the bag, 2013 stamp, so it's gotta be a little bit older of a run. Nice and flat, relatively stable. I would call this one very similar to like your beat-in Buzz. Then we do have just your stock Z Buzz. This thing's just nice, stable finish. Does what a Buzz should do. Jesus, criminy, it's windy as fuck out here. And then we got the DGA Quake. Now this has been my go-to as of late for those hyzer flip-up forehand shots. It's, in my mind, what a Buzz OS was supposed to be. A disc that you can torque on. It's gonna be consistent, not just turn over, but it actually has some glide. Now this thing's been a beauty both forehand and backhand. And now last but not least, we got the Birdie Disc Golf Supply Ultra. Now this disc, new to the bag, but I've quickly fallen in love with it. I would call it a slightly less glidey Quake, which for some people is gonna mean it's slightly more accurate. The numbers are 5303. Beautiful low profile for the forehand grip. Also great for backhand, but I'm a big forehand guy. So this disc is like that perfect hyzer flip, flips up to flat, but it's not gonna turn left on you, and it's gonna have a nice consistent fade, very torque resistant, quickly becoming one of my favorite discs. This one is currently unreleased. We are dealing with some gusty winds today, so if I suck, that's what I'm blaming it on, guys. Buzz SS, absolute beauty. If that goes in the hole, oh, little top of the class type stuff right there. And this is why the Buzz SS is the most underrated mid-range in the game. Nerdy. We got the big dogs. We got the distance drivers. Kind of new to the bag. We got the Hooligan Disc C. Still kind of testing it out, but so far, it's just an absolute beefcake of a destroyer, which I have not been able to find lately because I'm not going to spend 30 bucks on a Kelvin destroyer. Then we got the yellow bottom stamp. Now this thing is an absolute bomber. Just your go-to slight pop top max weight Star Destroyer, kind of just for the all-out crushes. Then one of my favorite discs, the Scorpius. This is the 1.9 Barsby run. I think it's the first run of Barsby's because it still has like good end of a plastic. The new ones are low-key garbage. This is kind of like my forehand workhorse. It's not super glidey, like it's just a normal dome, but it's got some good stability, not an absolute meat hook, but just kind of that workable, like go-to distance driver. Then we got the Star Boss. Shout out to my boy JT. This disc has been in the friend group for probably like 10 years. Just a beat up Star Boss 171. Slight dome to it, not flat, not domey. But this is if I'm like looking for like a tailwind, all out maximum distance. This is what I'm reaching for. And then the oldest disc in my bag, the 171 Star Wraith. I have an Ace on here from Christmas of 2011. But I think I had this disc for like 2 or 3 years before that. So we've been bagging this one for, what would that be, like at least 12 years? It's come in and out of the bag, but overall, it's an absolute beauty. Kind of a flip up, like rider, working on some forehand lines, kind of your do everything type race. But that's the lineup for distance drivers right now. Oh my God. Oh my, see ya later. Holy shit. This Hooligan Disc yeet, I'm gonna try and just yeet on it, but I bet it's gonna just fade like crazy. Ooh. That was actually a beauty. See, the reason I'm bagging the yeet lately is because I can't find destroyers that'll actually hold up in the wind and then fade at the end. They all just go dead straight. So I'm kind of liking that thing. Hopefully, as it gets beat up a little bit, we'll kind of, you know, really see what it's capable of. Oh, the blue Scorp, forehand workhorse. Wind is whipping. Oh. But that's a beauty. Wow. I threw my Wraith into the ground about 100 feet off the tee. Gonna try and pipe the Ultra on a nice shot here. Oh, that wind is nuts. Get over. Oh, that was parked, but then it fell into the stream. You guys have probably noticed how I haven't like talked about any distances It's honestly because no matter how far I say I can throw a certain disc, you're just not gonna believe it anyway. Quick ultra throw on hole 1 just to demonstrate the nice forehand flip up. Just an absolute beauty. Last but not least, we got the Thunderbird. It's a new disc to my bag. I've thrown them previously, but as of late, I tried out this big germ one. It was absolute money on the forehand lines. So I went and picked up this Champion and this Pro. You've probably seen them in my videos before. Just absolute money. Mainly throwing these for forehands right now. We'll see how they fly. So typically this one's more beefy than my yellow Firebird. This one is a straighter, more glidey version of my yellow Firebird. And then this one pretty much flips up. You can get some late turn, like just a very workable disc. The wind is absolutely fucking whipping out here, so I got no clue what these are gonna do. Okay, left to right, absolutely wrecked. Wow, that might go in. Oh, they got the, that's money. I had no clue it was gonna go there. The wind just absolutely wrecked it. But so last but not least, guys, we got the putters. Currently putting these Heather Young 300 PA3s. Honestly, they're a lot closer to like 350G in my opinion. Very stiff but tacky run. Absolute beauties. Been helping me out, I think, a little bit lately on the greens. We'll show you how they work down there. Hopefully they go in. This has been my in the bag. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Huge shout out to Berg's Disc Sports for hooking it up with the bag. Use code Frisbee Club to save yourself some money and support me. All right, y'all, let's see if the putters work today. That one worked, first one. Oh, story of my life. Hope you enjoyed that in the bag. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. We will see you in the next one. Left feet.